Hi, CAT 24 DLR slot to fifth set basically of that particular slot. Understand how to solve, understand how to approach, understand how to identify a particular set, easy or tough, and so on. Right, graph little on a complicated side. I mean, in terms of if you're not very comfortable with new charts and you find it new, leave this and then come back to it later. That's how I would recommend. But normally what happens is I've seen that the graphs, some sets which have very different graphs like these, sometimes are very easy, sometimes are tough. So you should read it. I mean, if it becomes easy, you should be able to solve it quickly. If you find it tough, also there is a possibility that not all the questions could be tough or easy. There could be few questions in this set which could be very easy, few could be tough. You need to take a call. But yes, if you are good at approximation out here, you can do it quickly. The key is being able to approximate and solve it quickly. Let's look at it. So two plots they're given for 2019 and 23. The firm's profit after tax is given, PAT. Employee strength is given, and the percentage of firm's PAT as R&D is given. So let's try to solve the question which is given. Assume that the annual rate of growth of PAT over the previous year remained constant over the years. For which of the six firms, which among the firms A, B, C and E has the highest ARG? So we want A, B, C and E the highest ARG. So where there is a higher percentage growth in the profit, there the ARG will be higher technically if you look at it. I mean, if I want to calculate annual rate growth, wherever there is a percentage growth of profit higher, there the ARG will be higher. So let's look at C. I mean, if I'm looking at C, profit 2,400 has gone to 3,000, which means the growth of 600 out of 2,400. If I look at it, it becomes 1/4 approximately. I mean 2,400 to 3,000. So basically a growth of 600 out of 2,400. So if I look at firm D, it's growth from 2,800 to 3,800. So growth of 1,000. I'm just bring first two digits. 10 upon 28. No point writing all the digits. So 10 upon 28, you can say slightly more than 1/3. Okay, slightly more than 1/3. 10 upon 30 is 1/3, slightly more than 1/3. A, if you look at 3,000, is gone to 3,900. So profit is gone from 3,300. So 900 or 90 upon 30, let's say. So approximately 30%. So this is also less than B. 9 upon 30, growth of 9 out of 30 less. Let's look at firm E. It has gone from 2,400 to 3,500, or basically growth of 11 out of 24. 11 upon 24 is much higher than 1/3. It's approximately half, 50%. So you can make out that firm E is the maximum. This is by approximation. This is slightly more than 33%, but this is definitely, if you look at the numerator is bigger, the denominator is smaller. So automatically firm E is bigger than firm B. The rest are smaller. This is just 30%. This is 25%. So automatically you can make out firm E is the answer. You can use a calci out here if you're not comfortable with calculation, but approximate calculation is faster. But yes, to be confirmed, if you are not very sure, ensure that you use a calci to confirm. Don't try to take risk in the exam if you're not aiming for 100% or something like that. If you're aiming for a good score. So what is the ratio of the amount spent by firm C on R&D? Amount spent on R&D is, if you look at in 2019, it's based on the radius or the diameter of the circle or the area of the circle. So if you look at, if I take these 2 points as 1 diameter, so D ka diameter is 1, so area will be 1 square, which is 1. Area, if you know geometry, two similar figures or two circles, the ratio of the area is square of the ratio of the diameter. So I look at the diameter and square it. So I took D area as 1. So we want C. So firm C, if you look at the diameter out here is 3. So the area will be proportional to 9. And 2023, again the diameter out here is 2. So 4, 2 square 4. So here 9 out of 2,400. 9 proportion 2,400. And here 4 proportion of 3,000. That's the ratio of expenditure. So R&D expenditure as a proportion of 2,400, because this is the percentage of respondent not given. So you can take, since the ratio we don't require exact values, so you can take this value. 0 gets cut. So 4 5 4 4 will get cut. You'll get a ratio 9:5. second option. So if you know, this is comparatively simple if you understand that, but you need to understand that your area will be proportional to diameter. If you can take a diameter and then try to solve, it becomes much faster to solve. Which among the firms had the maximum PAT per employee? So in 2023, so if we look at 2023 for firm C, let's say, profit is 3,000, I think only first two digit, 30 upon 8. Firm C is 30 upon 8. Firm A, if you look at, is 39 upon 13. PAT per employee, 39 upon 13. Firm E, if you look at, is 35 upon 14. Right? Firm C, 35 upon 14. And firm E, if you look at, is firm F. Firm F, if you look at, is 32 upon 10. So this is 3.2. Right? So you want basically maximum profit after tax per employee. So if you calculate it, so this is 3000 upon 800. Okay, so which is almost 3.75. This is 3. This is, you can say 42, less than 3. So you can say maximum 3.75. Firm C is the answer. So 30 upon 8, 39 upon 13, keep on finding a ratio. You'll realize the maximum ratio is for firm C. So that will be the answer. So be comfortable. 3, if you look at it, it's almost 4. Even if you don't know exactly, this is almost 4. These are in range of 3 and 3, all remaining. So firm C could be the answer. 8 4s are 32, it's close to 32. Which among the firms C, D, E, F had the least amount of R&D spending per employee in 2023? So we want C, D, E, F. C, diameter again 2, so R&D expenditure is 4. E, if you look at diameter is 3, the R&D expenditure is 9. C, so D again 2, 4, and F, if you look at 2, 4. So you want the least spending per employee. So for example, if you look at D diameter is 4 of 2400. The R&D, I'm taking 24, I'm not taking all data. Divide by 8. I'm ignoring the 2 zeros from both the sides. 4 into 24 upon 8 is D. I need not calculate for C because it's 4 into 32 upon 8. It's higher expenditure. We want the least amount because everything else is same, but expenditure is higher. PAT is higher. So I may ignore C. I have E, which is there. Okay, E is, if you look at, 9 into 3500 profit, 35 upon 14. That is E. Because of this 9, it goes comparatively higher. Okay, and F, if you look at, 4 into 32 upon 10. So it's easier to compare these two values. 4 is same, so 24 upon 8 is 3, 32 upon 10 is 3.2. We want the least spending, so F will be more than D. I can ignore that. Comparing these two, if you want, you can calculate. You will because of this 4 and 9, D will have a lower expenditure as compared to E. Because this is 24 upon 8 is 3, this is 35 upon 42 is somewhere between 2.53. But if you calculate, you will realize D will be the minimum because of this 4 and 9. So you will get the answer as D. You can use a calci out here. There is no harm in using a calculator wherever the calculation is a little tough or not sure, or where the options are close. So here I can shortlist two options, D and E. Calculate for that. You will realize D value is smaller than E. So you will get the answer as D. Right. Thank you.